my breast cancer is the most common, which is called invasive ductal carcinoma. It is hormone fed, which is something they used to not be able to tell. Breast cancer treatments came a tremendous way in the last 10 years. The medicines released are beyond anything I can even comprehend, not being in the medical field. My sister's in the medical field, so she's my advocate. She explains it all to me. Because mine is hormone fed, I can do a immunotherapy, which I've been on for 2 years and 8 months, that actually starves the cancer, which they basically try to cut off the estrogen in my body, which I'm a girl. I have estrogen. So they do everything they can do to cut the estrogen off to starve the cancer. And then I've been on another drug that actually goes into the cancer cell and kills the cancer cell. But I have too much of it for them to say I'll ever be cured. I'm stage 4. Stage 4 is treatable, not curable. And we hope treatable for a long time. So my numbers dropped drastically quickly. And I could tell in 8 weeks, like, I could actually put clothes on without it hurting. I was starting to eat a little bit more. Each month got a little bit better, until about 4 months after that. I actually felt I had to keep medicine with me for nausea, some of the side effects of the medicine. But I felt really good. And my business was good. So I enjoyed talking about it to people because cancer, the one thing I think I really wanted to hit on today that people don't think about is a cancer patient feels very alone. It's a lonely place. Like, I don't know how to describe it, because you want to share with people because you don't want somebody else going through it to feel alone, but you don't want to continually talk about it in front of people because you don't want them to feel uncomfortable or like, oh God, here she is again. She's going on. I don't want to be that person. I want to work, spend time with my family, do things on the farm. So my treatments haven't stopped me working. And God's timing is perfect. I mean, perfect. Each time I've had something crazy getting ready to happen, He's allowed something to happen to show me that, hey, you think this is bad? Look at this. You know, in 2015, we had a mission, my only outside the U.S. missionary trip scheduled. Long before I knew what was going to be happening. I had my biopsy in 2015 on Friday, and my plane left on Saturday for the mission trip. So I didn't even have the results back yet. Went to the mission trip in an orphanage with kids who prayed to get food every day. By the time I got back, and I've shared in my testimony at a lot of places, that trip is the only time I've ever heard God. I mean, I heard Him. We were all praying real hard that week that my diagnosis was not cancer. And about the 4th day there, and I know some people will laugh at this and say, that doesn't happen. I heard Him, and He said, Carole, it's cancer, but you're going to be okay. And I even texted some people back here, and I was like, look, I'm freaked out. I'm pretty freaked out because I've heard this twice now. I think it's God's voice. I feel a peace that I do have cancer. I think they're going to tell me that Monday when I get back. So that happened the first time. Second time, all of this was happening while we were building. Everything was going on. But the treatment for this is very different than the first time. First time, they're trying to kill it. You're cured, make it past 5 years. Well, I was 7 years out this time. It's gone too far to cure it, so we're trying to treat it. Luckily, and I don't like the word luck, it's a blessing, it was not outside of my bones. At first, they thought it was on my liver. That would have been really bad. Would have been a different story on my treatment. But the treatment that I'm on, was on until yesterday, was a immunotherapy. And it worked. Like 90% of my tumors, calcifications, whatever they call them, we're non-active. We're dead. They put you in a PET scan, and if it lights up, it's alive. If it doesn't light up, it's dead. My first scan was like a Christmas tree. I mean, you could see every bone. You could see every rib. It looked like an x-ray, just a regular x-ray. But it wasn't. It was a PET scan. Nothing really is supposed to light up unless it's cancer. This past one, I had like 4 spots. Going from looking like a Christmas tree to 4 spots. So the past 2.5 years or so, I have been able to work. I have a garden at the farm. I can walk all the way around the farm. I've worked every day. I have been more selective about work because the reality is my lifespan without some intervention from God is much shorter than most, which I hate to say that because he could change that with one medication approval with anything. But it's been hard to keep things separate. I've always been good, I think, about keeping what was going on with me medically separate from work. This time it's been harder because there's an urgency. Work is very important to me because I enjoy helping my family. You know, I want to start doing rescues with the animal shelter. We have the land. I want to start doing that. But it's hard when the future is so unknown. And people say a lot, you know, nobody knows what tomorrow holds. I do agree with that. But a cancer patient feels like the bus is outside.
Wow.